Now, I just discussed the Western Conference division. Let's take a brief look at the Eastern Conference. We're going to start with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Southeast Division. Tampa Bay has the most lethal offense in the NHL, by hands down. In 8 games of play, they have scored 39 goals and allowed only 21. Now, here's my memo to teams in the NHL. Do not put the Lightning on the power play. They have scored 13 times on 36 chances and have the top power play unit in the NHL, 36.1%. While that's not sustainable, don't put them on the power play. If you give a hot power play more chances, they're going to capitalize on them. Now, you have to remember that they have Steven Stamkos, Martin St. Louis, and Vincent Lecavalier on their team. Those guys are definitely going to produce points. And it's not like, or it shouldn't be surprising when I say they have basically clowned everybody in their division, including an 8-3 pasting of the Winnipeg Jets. Despite how potent their offense is, a big area of concern for the Lightning is the amount of shots they give up on a game-by-game basis. 32.3. That's a lot of work for the goaltender. And like I've said earlier, you can't expect your goaltender to keep you in games if you allow over 30 shots a game. The team averages 29.1 shots per game and converts on quite a few of them, let's be honest here. Now, despite these concerning statistics, I think Tampa Bay is going to completely run away with this division if their offense continues to be this dominant. Now, let's take a look at the Northeast Division and the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins have a 6-1-1 record with 13 points on the season. They have a goal differential of +5, and they have a 2-1 record on the road and a 4-1 record, at home. The team right below them, and the team right below them after the team in third place, Montreal's in second place with 12 points, a 6-2 record, and Ottawa is 5-3-1 with 11 points on the season. Now, Boston has a game in hand on Ottawa, as does Montreal. Both Montreal and Boston have played 8 games. Montreal does sport a higher goal differential, and between Boston and Montreal, I think Carey Price has the edge in goaltending. Tuukka Rask is a solid goaltender himself, but Carey Price is performing out of his mind right now. And Ottawa also has a really hot goaltender in Craig Anderson, except sometimes he's been prone to give up 3, 4, or 5 goals in some games when they needed wins. And I think those 3 teams are going to contend for the division, but in the end, I predict Boston will win because while their power play is pretty abysmal at 10%, they have solid defense and they have solid offense, and usually teams with the best defense end up winning. And now let's move on to the Atlantic Division in the Pittsburgh Penguins, who currently lead that division. The team behind them is the New Jersey Devils with a 4-1-3 record with 11 points on the season. Now, the Devils have 20 goals for and 19 goals against, a +1 scoring differential. If those don't widen, I don't see them going that far. And I'm not sure, even though Martin Brodeur is the greatest goaltender of all time, I don't know if he can still do it at 40 years old. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, has Marc-Andre Fleury as their starting goaltender, except he can be a little inconsistent as well. He can be the greatest that they ever have or a total flop. Pittsburgh needs him to be the greatest throughout the rest of the season, obviously, than the total flop he could sort of be. And I think Pittsburgh wins this division.